took me 2 years to build a stable life in Korea, and back then it took me 2 weeks to get over my jet lag, and today it took me only 2 hours to get from Seoul to Makpo. I have to walk to the location for like 10 minutes. I'm seeing in front of myself a hill. It's a big hill. I have to cross a big hill. I don't know how to do this. So guys, I arrived and I'm right now at the bathroom because I saw cameras downstairs and I'm telling you I cannot afford myself to show my breakouts and everything, so I just came here and I'm doing my sneaky peek. By walking down, I did catch them filming something, but luckily they only filmed the manager and not us after 4 hours of traveling. I can't speak Korean. I found someone and she said she will always translate for me. And Mirio had a question most Korean people have.
I'm always curious for the foreigners who live in Korea, like how, like, and why did you decide to come to Korea at the beginning?
So every foreigner has a different story.
Yes.
I think at the beginning it's a lot like in our head, we have an imagination of Korea, and then we live here for a while and we realize it's not true.
Yeah.
For me, I know the culture, I live here already for a while. I see the Korea how it really is, and I feel like the longer I live here, the more I like it. But at the beginning I came here for dance and like the entertainment industry. Oh look, something is happening.
We got distracted and I didn't get to fully answer her Korean question, but I gotta ask her my foreigner question.
Question, why do you always shake it?
Because I want every single rice from the ball
Yeah.
to be my mouth, not to be stick on the ball.
Ah, so it's not stick.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
that's why you do this.
Shake it.
And I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but I will not be focusing too much on the food and restaurants we're visiting in this vlog, but here's a sneak peek.
This is fish.
The best thing to do after you eat is always to take a walk, so we all took a walk together. So we are right now having a tour guide telling us everything about Makpo. We are going on the traditional history road of Magwon. Magwon? We're in Makpo. Anyways, they were saying that because it was Japan earlier in the days, that here they were like gangsters and stuff. Here we were on our way back to the Don't Worry village for the manager to introduce us to the community. We were in the lobby area where you can have snacks, drinks, perfect to take a rest or even work. Here I was seeing the whole map of the town I just arrived in front of me, without knowing that in the next hours I will be walking around and he will introduce us to the beautiful history of Makpo. So if you're a history fan, you will love the stories I'm gonna tell you next.
So we're right now, where are we, on a mountain or something? We're on the way from a mountain. And then if you look at the stones, it has the shape of a face, of a side profile. So look at it. Can you see it? What do you think? Is this something or not? Do you see it, guys? Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
They see it.
I totally see it.
I also see it. Our imagination as well. So guys, you know when you go to Gyeongbokgung, you see King Sejong and then General Lee, and I never really knew who General Lee was, and then I just found out that he won the war with Japan. And I'm like, oh my god, it's so huge, and that he was here in Makpo for like 100 days or something, and then he found out that because Japan could not get him, they just killed his son, and then he found out about this, and they say that that face is like the sad face of him finding out about that, because if they can get him, they just go to his family. That's so cruel, but I think it's so huge because he won. So now I'm like, oh my god, I want to name my son Lee because General Lee. Here you can see the whole town. Looks like in Busan. So pretty. They built this by themselves. So it was everything here ocean, and they just decided, let's make land out of it. Like how many years ago? 100 years ago. They decided, let's make land. Okay. We are right now in a place that looks similar to Europe. Even when I came up, I was like, wait, are we in Germany right now? It is made by Japan. It's a Japanese embassy, and they wanted it to look like Europe, and they even imported things from Europe. So the other group went to the Purple Island, and they said it's Purple Island because it has purple flowers, and I'm wondering if these are the flowers that were an island. Guys, you know how in Germany we have like the Nazi with the Hakenkreuz and stuff? So actually Japan has the same thing that's kind of similar to the Hakenkreuz, but the world doesn't know about it, and it's actually this thing here. This here. You see it? Told us we can make some pictures, but I don't want pictures here because of this. For the people that lived here, they constructed a bunker, and we are going outside right now. Did not expect so much history. That's very interesting. It's so tiny. So they say Omoni Pokoshipo. Like, I miss you, grandma.
I miss mom.
Mom.
I miss you, mom. I'm hungry.
This is so sad.
He was doing such a great job at explaining all the history, and my new friend was translating it.
Caves that we just showed you. The Japanese people, when they were here ruling over Korea, they forced Korean people to do those caves. That's why you can see that they write there in Korean. That's so sad. They said that there is another cave when you go to the ocean, and they say that it's called the cave to heaven because you just knew that if you go and work there, because they brainwashed everyone that, oh, you go there and you sacrifice yourself. Everyone knew that you go there and you will die. And I think that's so crazy to think, okay, I'm sacrificing myself for the country. It's such a crazy thought to know, okay, I'm going to die. For me, these thoughts are so, I can't comprehend it. I can't imagine someone comes to me and says, you have to die.
Finally, the first time I can see this fish in real life, but cooked and marinated.
We are at the studio taking pictures. Apparently it's a thing to make pictures here. I'm wondering why, like if there is a reason behind it. If you know, just comment it.
First, my taste buds were disturbed, then they captured my appearance, and now it was time to please another sense.
It smells so good.
Somehow, always when I travel, a library finds me. I love libraries since it's so full with stories and knowledge, and this library was also full with lots of sunlight. It just felt like on that day this corridor was decorated by the sun. When you walk around Makpo, you'll find the cutest shops. You might think these businesses are poor, but the manager told us that many people outside Makpo buy from here.
Giving us bread with fig inside.
How is it?
It's nice, it's so fresh.
Good.
The 6 of us got this full house for ourselves, and each one of us had their own room. And when I thought eating manta rays was enough experiment for the day, nobody warned me about this.
I think it's just a muscle memory, they're not alive. It's a muscle memory.
Yeah.
We're trying today. Okay.
아니 형어는 초장을 해갖고 우리 김장기 있으면은
3 minutes later, I was still chewing it, and then another one. I really have to figure out the taste. Can I recommend it to you? On that day I ate a lot of live octopus, and the best part is when you just put it inside your mouth and let it dance there. In case you didn't know, Makpo is a coast city, so it was easy to decide where to watch the sunset of that day.
Wow, actually your clothing is so smooth.
Guys, the first day is over, and we have tonight and tomorrow. This whole trip was organized by Don't Worry Village. Their message is that so many foreigners or so many people, they need a place where they can feel like they're going home to their hometown. And this hometown here, Makpo, has so much history, as we learned today, and it's so pretty. Tomorrow and the day after we will do even more, so I'm really excited for that. Apparently everybody can book this, everybody can come here. And Don't Worry Village, this whole community travel adventure is mentioned in really big newspapers like Times and BBC, and I was so shocked actually how famous this is. I will link down everything where you could book it for yourself if you come here with friends, and they will just take care of everything. And I realized that today, the whole day, I had so many thoughts. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about a certain topic or some situations. All of it is because my brain, you know when your brain has question marks in your head, or when things are unresolved or uncertain, your brain wants a solution and it can't find a solution. So I'm right now kind of thinking, oh my god, how will this be? And then I'm thinking a lot about, I'm trying to analyze the past and predict the future, you know, just so I can feel safe. Like my brain tries to find a solution. But sometimes you should just enjoy the moment. And I even asked ChatGPT, hey, how can I stop thinking about this? And it told me that just some techniques that I actually already knew. But something new that it told me is that whenever you think about like the past or things that are happening, if you repeatedly think about something, that you just imagine it in black and white, or you imagine this without sound, or you imagine this on a TV, that it just goes away. Mental health is so important. That's why I really preach always therapy. And guys, I'm doing therapy with BetterHelp, and if you go down below, you can get 2 weeks for free. You're welcome. Yes, I think BetterHelp is so awesome, and I'm not sponsored by them. And you can still use the link. I feel like, you know, I'm so young, and when you're young and more naive and not that experienced, you take life too serious sometimes. Like, everything depends on your decision right now, you know? Or you have to figure out everything now. But I don't have to, actually. Actually, I need to take all the advantages I can as being this young and not pressuring myself too much. If you can relate, just write down in the comments. Because you're not alone. And in the end, we're all humans. We all experience literally the same things. One time I heard this phenomenon that if you write down your thoughts and your problems and whatever you're worrying about, and you put this in a pool of 100 other people that did the same, and after 1 month or after 1 week, if you take out anything, it'll be so hard to actually find yours, because our problems and our worries are so similar. Everyone in the world goes through heartbreak. Everyone in the world goes through a time where they don't know what to decide. Everyone in the world is uncertain. Like, everyone in the world goes through what I am going through right now. This is proof that we're all one and separation is an illusion. But anyways, enough deep talk, because this video was about the trip.
The trip that already came to its second day. Today it was planned to leave Makpo and to go on an adventure.
Good morning, guys.
After 7 hours of sleep, I was ready for the day. I honestly didn't know what we were doing, but I just let myself be surprised. The first surprise was a long ride to Jindo.
Hi, my name is Soyoung. My YouTube channel is City Reviewer. This time I'm traveling with Erica and others. Yeah, so nice to meet you.
Today we are at the cable car and it's very high.
Your jewelry is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Where are you from?
It's a set. It matches
Yes.
with the earrings. It's from the brand Ana Luisa.
Ana Luisa.
Ana Luisa. They ship worldwide. I can send you later.
Yeah.
Also for you guys, I really like my jewelry. I just got them some weeks ago from Ana Luisa, and I will just link it down below, and then you can check it out. They have so many, and I chose this one. Look, it's so pretty. Looks so high quality, like it's super expensive, but it wasn't that expensive.
I want to
so.
get it.
The perfect piece of jewelry you can give to your loved ones or even yourself. I chose to match these earrings with this necklace. As already mentioned, Ana Luisa's quality is exceptional, and they even have a 2-year warranty. You definitely get more than what you pay for. Now I wear these almost every day and people just can't stop complimenting me about my jewelry. Go through my personal link in the description and find your favorite piece of jewelry. After talking about my new favorite jewelry, we already got in the sky. On a cable car, we were going to another island.
The cable cars, some of them have glass underneath, and we are in one that doesn't have glass underneath.
The other island had a tower with many floors, and on the last floor I had the chance to watch through this. A binocular. I was watching other people and was wondering, am I invading their private space, since they don't know I'm watching them and I should not be supposed to see them with my normal sight. But then always when we go out, we need to accept the fact that people will see us. Or what if when I'm home on my 13th floor at night, someone across my building is looking at me? Well, here definitely someone was looking at me. When your surroundings are too overwhelming, you can escape it by leaving, but what if your mind is too overwhelming? So I just sat there, focusing on my breath, on my inner world. Lately my lifestyle changed dramatically and the world around me still feels like a long dream till someone pinches me. And someone did by asking,
Until when we have to go?
Yes, it was 10 a.m. We started our adventure super early. One big part of the Korean culture is eating together. But when you eat at a super traditional Korean restaurant, you're having a double cultural experience. Everyone had to take off their shoes. Since I'm only a foreigner, I'm not dealing much with the politics in Korea. The next week were big elections and a politician walked into our restaurant. I guess that's a triple Korean experience now. Every country carries a lot of history, and I used to hate history class in high school, mostly because of the German language barrier and the teaching methods, but actually history is like telling a story, and each human has its own history, but you choose how much of it you let to define you.
We are right now again in history from 1800. Here lived a very famous painter. His name is youre. He liked to paint, and then this garden was his family's garden where you live and paint. This reminds me of Rapunzel, Barbie and Rapunzel, really. They're so hungry. They're probably as hungry as the painter was for nature and painting. Everything here is so insane and untouched that even the flowers have spider webs inside. There's even a spider right inside. I hope they're having a good time there. I'm not gonna touch it.
I once heard about the story of the two siblings. One was an alcoholic and the other one was a successful and fulfilled person. And if you ask the alcoholic son, "Why are you drinking so much?" he would answer, "Because of my father." And when you ask the successful son, "How come you're so successful?" he'd answer in the same way, "Because of my father." You'll sometimes look at someone that has it all and you think, oh, they probably had a perfect childhood that's easier for them. But what if actually that person had a rougher life than you? You choose if you will suffer your whole life and remain a victim of your past, or if you forgive everyone and even yourself, and let this be the reason and fuel for your future.
Favorite picture, it's this one, because it's pink.
After our next spot, high into the mountains with the most beautiful viewpoint of the day. If you thought we've seen enough culture, we did not, because afterwards we went to a traditional Korean performance for 1.5 hours.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I think they're so dizzy.
Yeah, you watch. Was it?
I liked it. I liked the dances the most. So playing some Zupfinstrumente in German with strings, traditional ones, so I guess they're harder to play. The sound of it is also very different from the ones we have nowadays. They were singing, traditionally dancing and playing some instruments.
You may be wondering, what is Erika doing here? And I was just taking some footage for when someone in the future dares to call me a bad listener. Then I will show them this footage and the water symbolizing the other person's tears and troubles. Since recently I came to discover about myself how much I actually care for others and that I have to learn that I should step back when it starts hurting me. But little did I know that in that moment, the town we have left was the one hurting.
You can see that. What is this? That's so weird, and it's coming out of somewhere. The girls, they looked it up online, and apparently a factory had fire, and I can also smell the fire right here. Like you can smell something burning, and that's crazy that this happened on our trip. And now we're just walking home, and we hope that everything's fine and that no one is injured, no one died and everything. I feel like if you look at the sky and it's that dark, it gives you really bad emotions because your brain just thinks that you're in danger, and it looks very apocalyptic. So, yeah.
On our third and last day, we went from Makpo to Ganjin.
So we are playing right now some games. The bows. I did this sometimes, but I always forget. I always have to start from new.
기본적으로 사람들이 하고 있는 생각들이
Ooh. Ooh. Very good. Very good.
We are right now in a room, which is a restaurant. Went to around 6 restaurants till now, and this is my favorite. What was your favorite?
Rice with crab.
Yeah, the crab. Really?
Here we came across a cat, and she looked similar to the first ever cat I had in my life, and her name was Sunny, and she ran away. But in my next life, I would like to be a cat adopted by the nicest family, and I want my name to be Sunny, and I promise I won't run away. If they promise, they will bring me to nature. Luckily, we were now on our way to be in the nature. First, we stopped by a field of green tea, and then we are right now at a garden. That was a vacation house in the Joseon dynasty. It's summertime right now. I love the smell and the nature. It's super pretty. Ariana Grande, she dropped a new song. Hey that I made you love me. Something like that. Ah! After spending almost the whole last day in nature, here I was again ending the trip at the place it all started. So our trip is over. I'm by myself now. I said goodbye to everybody, and I'm a person, I hate goodbyes, and already when I had to say goodbye to the first person, I had this feeling in my chest of like bitter, or just like a little bit like stinged me. But I know that I want to keep in touch with them. I can keep in touch, and you know, I had many fem tours, and this might have been, yeah, I think the best. If you want to book such a tour and visit Don't Worry Village and go travel with them like we did, just go on the link in my bio and you will have all the information. If you want to check out my really nice jewelry set from Ana Luisa and everything else that they have, also go the link in the description. 2 weeks free of BetterHelp, also down below, everything down below. We all were strangers at the beginning, and then we got so close with the girls and the guy. And at the beginning of the trip, I had so many like thoughts, and I was uncertain about the future. And you know, I told you already about, especially because I'm kind of going through a uncertain situation with a guy, and we broke up, and like so much. At the last day, like today, I kind of realized, oh, it's all gonna be fine. Doing something in the nature with the people that you really like, because everyone is so kind and cares about each other. And that's a really Korean thing. People in Korea are very sweet and kind and helping and so heartwarming. My favorite part of the trip was today, when we were in the fields with those mountains. And my favorite meal or restaurant that we visited was also today. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, leave a like, and comment your thoughts. If you can relate with us at any point, what was your favorite part? Do you have any questions? Just write it down in the comments, and I will see you at the next video. Bye! One reason why I love being a content creator is how through this video now I can always rewatch and relive the last 3 days. From time to time, I will take my phone and look at all the pictures we took. Nostalgia. What a privilege to yearn for your own memories, for your own personal history, which this time I shared with 5 other strangers.